What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of What Are They Cooking, the series where I go over audience replays and comment on your wacky, crazy ideas. Speaking of which, if you have said wacky, crazy idea, you can post it in the Discord, link in the description. Just go to Edison Format Replays channel and put it there. I think we are all going to love this first one that we're starting on. I've seen it, and it is quite something. I don't even know what to call this deck. It's like Equip Spell Beast OTK. That's the best thing I can really like. It's got Matza the Zapper in it, and apparently we're in a match against a true hero. I guess cool. Shout out to a true hero. Looks like he's getting Matza the Zappered, but he does have Gores, which is going to be very helpful. So equip it with double mage power, each one boosting it by 15. So that's gonna make it 43. But Gores is going to be a problem because it's going to drop just an absolutely massive chunker of a token, 4,300, and now a true hero's got like 6 cards to play into us with. This seems like a weird line he went with, just like pitching to special Greffer, and then yeah, I don't know. I don't understand Diva Hero to the extent that a true hero does, so I'm just gonna not question it. Yeah, going for Brionic as well. Actually, why did he? Like, just Brionic bounce everything? That's a weird... Okay, well, the T-Roar is going to, of course, stop all of this. I guess this was just lethal. I guess a true hero is just the kind of player that, like, sees lethal and goes for it no matter what, I guess. Speaking of which, does he have a lethal here? Could you... Wait, how much is... It's like 27, 17, it's 44. So this is 87. So all you gotta do is, like... bounce both or mind con this, bounce the other one, and you would win. But he actually like didn't bounce the hamster. So now we get another turn. Okay, we get another turn. He bounces the Raikou. We draw Summoner Monk. So this is where we find out that the deck just plays cat, and we go into Monk Cat, and the opponent concedes. So I mean, weird game one. Game two. Looks like we're starting off with Greffer, Pitch Plague. That's pretty solid. Just going to make the turn one Stardust. Of course, because we have that return from the different dimension, which means all this has to do is live one turn, and we're probably going to win because we have Dad return. Hard to see how we lose from this point. Maybe should have Stormed first and then summoned Dinah. I don't know if it makes much of a difference here. I think we're losing no matter what. We just go summon Caius. Yeah, it's over. It's over. We concede. Okay, understandable. Quick games. On to game number 3. What do we got? We have Wild Nature's Release. I guess we saw this in the hand in game 2. But yeah, this is an old card that boosts a beast or beast warrior's attack by points equal to its defense. So it's just like makes your beast thing really big. We go Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, being chained to the Heavy Storm. So not a very good Heavy Storm. Were we trying to chain our road there or something? We might have had lethal, actually, if he hadn't chained Wing Blast. I don't know. I feel like everything is just randomly lethal in this deck. So we summon Airbell and we get Torrential. Okay, rough one. He draws Mind Con, just like trying to Gores us because his hand isn't super active right now. We just need to draw a beast monster here. We draw Whirlwind Weasel. Okay, apparently we're you can get it off Hamster and then flip it up and it's like Cold Wave. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's going to get yoinked by True Hero. He's going to flip it up, but he doesn't actually have anything to do after that. We are going to flip up the Whirlwind Weasel, activate Mage Power, which is going to boost the Whirlwind Weasel's stats by, what is this, 25 each? And then we activate the Wild Nature's Release, which means that it gains attack equal to its defense, which is also being boosted by the Mage Power. So it gains 4,000 attack on top of the... What is it? Is it 3,000 attack? So it goes to 7k? Is that... It goes to enough to kill. That's all I know. So Whirlwind Weasel just one shot. All right. That's a. Next up, we just got some random ladder match because I like to mix these in, see what people are doing in rated. We got Rocks here, which is cool. One of my all-time faves, even if I have not been loving the build lately. So. Looks like the opponent is playing just Diva Hero, I guess. We're going to see what the Rock deck is capable of here. We go Caius the back row. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, it worked. No, it's going to make people think that Caius the back row is... Okay. We go Alias Pass. We're going to hit into Honest. That's a little bit rough, but we got tons of cards here to work with. The opponent's just going to set road attack. Okay, that's fine. They set Dyna. We summon this. They Torrential. They flip up Road. That's so bad for us, actually. It's just gonna... I guess the Dyna will eat it at least. But, and that Dyna was not really gonna trade with anything. So, really not a bad trade. Kind of a wash. This looks like a straight net deck of the build that topped. It's got that one Doom Cow, that one Lila. We're gonna grab the Lila. And then, presumably, we're gonna try to go for some plays here. Maybe with Dark Gaia. Yeah, okay. We don't have enough rocks for Gaia Plate, maybe? Yeah, we don't. So we're just going to summon Dark Gaia. Hope that this isn't something that will take it out. And it happens to not be. We go End Phase Mill. Now we have rocks. They bring out Diva. You know what? This actually can't be a straight neck deck because it's on Bottomless and like Torrential. So it's playing other traps. So yeah, this is a little bit different apparently. They go for Catastor, but that's just going to eat a Bottomless. Not good. They got to hope that this Torrential resolves somehow. They're going down super low. Alright, we go Hero Blast, kill the Lila. What can we do? We have to proc our own Torrential set, but we just die to the Grand Mole. Wow. Hero Beat just gets obliterated game 1 by Dark Gaia. Alright. What do we got here? Not a bad opening hand. Why does the opponent just pass? They just, like, really think we're going to hit into their Gores like that? What if we do hit into their Gores, but just do it with a Dyna or a Guardian? I guess Dyna's probably sided out at this point, but, you know... I'm still perplexed why they didn't e-call on turn 1. Just to, I guess they were just hoping we'd play into the Gores and they'd be good, but I feel like just having your tempo is probably better than that. Like, if you just get that Stratos resolved straight away, it looks like here we're just going to summon, go for Gemspark. The Gemspark hits a Sangan, though, so it's... Okay, apparently we are still on Dyna in the main as well. Maybe just one? I don't know. I can't think of a lot of good reasons to have Dyna in this matchup. We go Soul Release. Speaking of cards, I can't think of a great reason to have in. Yeah, I don't know about this one, Chief. I think DD Crow's probably a lot better. I mean, even DD Crow's not very good, but at least like Blank's Hero Blast and like Miracle Fusion. Soul Release just doesn't do anything. I guess it makes the Miracle Fusion in their hand dead, but it doesn't actually trade. So we go for Return. Big return, but Bottomless is going to make it a much less big return. Now we just have 2 little weenies. We can summon and crash here. This plays around Honest too, which is nice. We hit him with both of these, but they just get banished. Do we have anything to bring back with the release from Stone? We do. We have the big boy. It is really cool that we can just summon this like enormous boy off of all our release from Stones and stuff. It's less cool that it has that obnoxious maintenance cost though. Like that's actually been a sort of annoying factor in a lot of my games with this deck. So we do bring it back. Now, speaking of the maintenance cost, we're going to have to banish a rock from the grave, which we're going to do. We hit in. Okay, that gets over the Stratos. The Stratos also gets halved, so this thing can do a ton of damage. Opponent draws. They have a lot of... They just have so many plays. They have so many plays. I don't know. What do you do? Like, Diva, force the Guardian, then make Ab-Zero? That doesn't seem that great. Like, you probably just summon Alias Set Spark or something. Or, like... No, we don't... I feel like we're so low, though. We need to resolve this Miracle Fusion somehow. We do go for the Diva route into Absolute Zero Defense mode. Just have the Torrential set. The Ab-Zero trades with us. Okay, we set Dyna. We set... We're just going to pass. We go Rhoda for Ocean. So we're going to start hitting into these. Oh, that's not so good. They take out our Alias. Suddenly, no more Gemspark. We go Gigante's Torrential Tribute. Okay, they summon Mole. We gotta find out to this Mole, and Judgment don't do it. Are we just gonna get to beat to death by a Mole? Tell me that's not what happened. Okay, we have Snowman. Nope, Caius, not gonna target itself, though, which is good because the set was a Bottomless. Now we set Solemn Judgment. We go for Charge of the Light Brigade, try to get Lila. That's gonna have to eat a Solemn. It's not. We're just gonna Deprison instead. Yeah, that's probably better. Let's see, we just set Deprison Pass. Okay, we set Call, Super Poly. We're just gonna go for game with the Gaia Plate. Why do we Solemn that, actually? Couldn't we just Deprison that? Yeah, I don't know. We go Honest Poke. Maybe we should just set this. I don't know. Yeah, we're getting obliterated here, actually. We have to Deprison our own Honest. Why is Super Poly in, actually? That's wild. We Gemspark in response. We better draw something good. No, we don't. We draw Miracle Fusion. Oh, yes. And we couldn't chain this on anything. Yeah, no Fossil Dyna Banish. So we can chain, bring back... Or we can use this to stay alive, bring back the big boy. Then we just banish an Earth, and we're good to go, right? Or a Rock. The question is, do we play into Mirror Force? We choose not to. Super Poly going to be chained. I was complaining about how this was a dumb tech earlier, but maybe it's going to save us now. We go into Gaia. However, Dark Gaia is going to be a major, major issue. This is a 4,700 dude. We draw into another Super Poly. That doesn't help. So the game is going to go to the Rock deck. All right, nice. Next match, we have... this is another Phoenix Blade deck. I thought this was pretty cool the other day. Everyone really loved the other replay with the Phoenix Blade, so found another one. Thought it was neat. They're also it's like Value Turbo, sort of, but like, you know, definitely a lot spicier. We're playing some Light Sword cards. They decided to throw in this like Cross Porter Grand Mole package, which I think is a seriously underrated thing to do in like this kind of deck that's playing Griffin Armageddon Knight. Because it is just like really good to turn your Armageddon Knight into a Stratos for a Grand Mole. And then also it looks like we're playing Junk Synchron to kind of capitalize on that. Probably playing Raikou as well, so we have other targets. And this time we're up against the Rock deck, but like the evil Rock deck that's playing main deck Devastation Virus. We go for the Junk Synchron. That's going to have to force out the Quackimera Guardian. Now they summon Giant Dork and activate Dark Calling, so they're just slamming it all on the table. This would be lethal, but we have a Necro Gardenet in the graveyard to stay alive. So now we probably go for our big return from the different dimension play after we eat a deck dev. We're going to bring it all back here. Summon Gardener plus Vayu plus... Gardener plus Vayu plus Sorako. Now we could summon Kuraz Pop itself plus the Necro Gardener. Draw 2 more cards. With the Vayu in the grave, we can use that and then stack the attack points to get over the 4,300 Dark Gaia. So that's going to work out, and then we just set Dimensional Prison, and we're feeling actually in a pretty good spot. The opponent draws into freaking Flash Assailant. They're just playing like Virus Turbo. That's so cringe, man. Of all the things you could do with the Rock deck, why is it this? We end phase Typhoon. This game is over, right? What could they possibly top deck at this point? Literally nothing. Our sets are Judgment DDR. We go for DDR, they chain Legacy of Yada, they don't find Gores, it's over. Okay, next game. Next game, looks like we have found our Phoenix Blade at this time. We're also siding into Dyna potentially. We end phase Typhoon. Now we're going to go ahead, flip up our Raikou, hit their Dyna. It's just like we both got Dynas here. We're going to hit over the Giant Orc. They're also playing Eradicator, but for some reason they're playing like these guys that don't work with Eradicator. They're too small. Maybe it's because they're Fiends. Are there no like Fiends you can use to cheese Eradicator with? I guess not, maybe. We summon Guardian, hit over the Raikou. Okay, we reveal the Gigantes. I'm interested to see how they actually get Eradicator live in here. Gigantes just negates the Armageddon Knight because I think it was threatening to make a Vayu thing. Yes. So now we go Dark Calling. Can they make like Malicious Fiend in this? I don't even know. Because like Dark Gaia is not a Dark. How does this even work? Apparently we're just dead to Dark Gaia brain control there though. So it doesn't matter. I don't need to know how. Okay, we're playing Kozaki. So there does exist a way. Why are you playing like Flash Assailant and Giant Orc? Is that really the best? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna attack, and D Prison's going to be used. Okay, we go DDR. We could have chained Eradicator calling spells to just stop the DDR, but I mean maybe there's no reason to stop the DDR. We might as well just wait. So now we go Lumina, pitch, activate, or bring back Lila. We hit an Eradicator, which we're just not going to chain. We decide we'd rather deck dev them? That seems incorrect. I guess you don't know what's in their hand, but you know they're playing a lot of spells. Morphing Jar now going to go off, so they're just hoping to find lethal here. They find Heavy Storm and Dark Calling, so that's pretty good. And a bunch of their cards get hit by the deck dev. That's unfortunate. So we go Dark Calling, make the big dude, attack, do a ton of damage, hit him with the Morphing Jar as well, set the Eradicator. So we now reveal that we've drawn a spell, so they're just going to Eradicator call spell. So now we're under both viruses. We were actually Eradicated and deck devved. We have to draw just traps or big attack monsters, otherwise the card is going to the graveyard. But we have a bunch of graveyard resources, so we could kind of cope with it. We add back the Phoenix Blade, we get out the Armed Wing, we can set the Phoenix Blade, Kuraz kill their guy, kill our Phoenix Blade, draw 1 card each, and then we can add back the Phoenix Blade again if we want. We do immediately have to discard the new Phoenix Blade that we draw, because we're still under Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Oh my god, that's so cringe. We attack. Dust Tornadoes are just going to trade with each other at some point here? No one's going to... How does neither one of these two players activate their Dust Tornado? That's what I want to know. All right, it looks like deck dev is over, so we have a chance. We can draw into this Dyna, And they're actually just, like, dying. They need to resolve this Torrential. They can summon Guardian, flip it up. That's not bad. We summon Plague, Poke. All right, they're on a 3-turn clock. Mirror Force. We activate Burial, put a bunch of stuff back. They go into Stardust, and they're just chilling. We can Mirror Force to buy a turn. Hopefully draw some big thing, but no, we just draw Bottomless Trapple. The next card was Braincon. That's so funny. All right, well, that was that match. Yeah, we saw a little bit of Phoenix Blade shenanigans, some DDR with Kuraz, obviously, the classic combo there. So cool deck. Final one of today is Relinquished. I've got to admit, I don't really like these ritual decks. I've tried playing them. I always hate them, but I don't think I've ever featured one, at least not Relinquished, on this series, so I decided to go ahead and do it. Here, the opponent inexplicably doesn't go for the +1 with the Shining Angel, but I guess there was a Mirror Force anyway. Why didn't they set Decree? What possible reason could you hold on to Decree here? Well, we're yoinking that Dim Alk with the Relinquished. We're going for some damage. And then they just fade her for some reason. Okay, well, we can go Storm into Crash this. It's actually turning out pretty good for the Fairy player anyway. They get to run over a whole field. Are they going to set the Decree now? They do. We set a Hamster. Hamster, obviously, rather difficult for the Fairy deck to deal with. They're playing DDR. That is wild. All right. We run into the Hamster. Hamster's going to bring out a Raikou. We're going to set a Sangan and pass. Raikou going to hit the back row, so no more Decree, but it doesn't really matter because we don't have any traps at the moment. Maybe we'll draw some off this Pot of Avarice. The Caius is going to go hard here, I think. What do we hit? Yeah, we should just hit one or other of these and then, like, give them a monster and then dust shoot them, and then we're feeling really good. Actually, we're just going to go for Relinquished. Okay. I feel like we should have forced the dust shoot to be live, probably. Instead, we're just going to out everything. So the dust shoot's kind of dead. They draw. They don't set the Decree. They resolve the Raikou. How many fairies are they on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, it'd be crazy if they just top decked Christia. Why? No, they banished one of their fairies. Why would you do that? Just banish the Raikou. All right, whatever. It's fine. They out the Relinquished, but this is just game over, right? The Raikou kills, mills a Dandy. They make Drill Warrior, and I don't see how we're coming back from that. Well, I can think of a way. We could have top decked Christia and just slammed it with our 4 fairies, but what's in our banish pile? There's no Christia there either. Yeah, that is no longer an option. Watch them draw the Christia. Okay, no, they didn't. They just drew Card Trooper. All right, well, we milled up to a 4th fairy, so we have some maybe hope, chance if we can draw into Christia if we don't die this turn, but we might just die this turn. Yeah, I think we're probably dead to that Caius there, so going to be going on to game number 2. Summon Consecrated Light. Bro. That doesn't do anything. Okay, we're going to Orange Light the Manju, though. We're going to Orange Light the Manju. All right, now we'll have to force them to have another non-dark monster in their deck that hardly plays any dark monsters. Why are we on DDR? All right, I need to quit, like, overanalyzing the opponent. I'm just going to watch Relinquished plays happen. All right, we add a shell, and then what do? We set Raikou, we just Trooper hit over. We Trooper hit over, go for Avarice too. Just the pluses, they never stop. They never stop. All right, we draw 2 cards. We draw another shell. That's unfortunate. Look at the chat. I can't with the chat, you guys. Oh my. All right. But focus. Things are happening. We're summoning Sangan. The Fairy player is going to get their Dim Alk outed. Unfortunate. We take 1,000 from the Sangan. We got so many cards, but a lot of them are just like Shell, which doesn't really do anything. Heavy Storm's not really doing anything. Looks like we're going to go for the Relinquished. No, we're just going to hit over the Sangan. I mean, probably correct. They go into Nova Summoner. And then they drop the Enrise. So, ton of options in the banish pile. Are they going to DDR back the Consecrated? Yes! It has to be in attack mode, though. They cheated and put it in defense mode. They're going to hit over everything. Get in for some damage, I guess. Just attack with Enrise. Okay, Dim Alk. Banish Christia. I mean, that's not bad. We out the Consecrated Light. I guess it was relevant enough that we needed to out it with the Heavy Storm. So now we go steal the Enrise, run this over. No, don't run this over. Do they have 4 fairies? Oh, they would, I guess. Yeah, that would be pretty bad if we ran it over. So we could just crash here and get the Christia, but we're going to decide not to do that. We're going to hit into the set monster and just get our Dim Alk outed. Yeah, why would you? Yeah, I mean, it would have gotten Solemn, but, like, at least that takes care of the Solemn, you know? I don't know. Instead, we hit into a Raikou, but now we got Gores. We book our own Relinquished. This is like some GOAT format technology, like Sook set the Thousand Eyes. We go DDR. Do we have a way to out this? Is the DDR just going to get judgmented? That's the better question. It looks like the answer to that question is yes. And Relinquished is going to run this over. We draw another Avarice. That's really good. We're going to have 2 new actual cards that aren't Volcanic Shell in our hand. And then if we want... Oh, wait. Did we not put back the shells? No, we did not. Okay, well, Relinquish out to the Gores token, and this game is pretty much over. Yeah, they draw into Caius with no way to summon. If they had actually just waited... No, they would have died, right? Oh man, if that brain had come one turn sooner, maybe though, they could have just brain Caius burned for lethal though. That would have been funny. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for today. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comments section. I will see you in the next one. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.